Michael Brown, that was an Akata. His daddy is an Akata. And it's a shame, because his dad, so he was just like destined. I always said any celebratory come Guzzler Harris by these mammies is all fake and phony. Because if any of these mammies supported that whore.
Nation, one nation, but joy cometh in the morning.
Come on, Joe!
We will get through this.
We gonna get through this together, y'all.
Together.
Ooh, Joe, we gonna get through this together. Oh yeah. No, y'all ain't even considered. Y'all ain't even in the vote. What's up, everyone? I'm Axel of Axetruth.com, and this is the Axetruth channel. And we have some more. Here we go. More diversity, more racism to talk about, and it's going on in the NFL. The NFL, which has more than 70% of their players are black, but now they're racist because they don't have black head coaches to match up with the percentage of black players. Now, Roger Goodell is on top of this. Oh God, here we go with some more low. Here's the bigotry of low expectations. All right. Roger Goodell, the NFL is to seek outside help. I'm reading from the New York Post for unacceptable lack of diverse head coaches. Unacceptable lack of diverse head coaches. All right. 4 days after announcing that Brian Flores claims concerning a racist hiring pattern in the league are without merit, the NFL commissioner said authorities will be brought in to evaluate those apparent non-existing merits. The NFL is hiring outside experts, Roger Goodell said in a memo released Sunday, to assess the hiring process whose results have been unacceptable, Goodell wrote. This is one black head coach, Pittsburgh's Mike Tomlin, currently employed by the NFL. Flores, who is black, had led the Dolphins for 3 playoff seasons, though most agreed he overachieved his team's lacking in talent. He overachieved with teams lacking in talent. Of course, on Tuesday, he filed a class action lawsuit against the league and all 32 teams, including the Giants, who he says conducted a sham interview with him. A text from Bill Belichick suggested that the Giants already had settled upon Brian Daboll for the job. The Giants slammed the allegations and called them disturbing and simply false. Just because he didn't get the job, they gave it to someone else. I guess he said it was because of the color of his skin. See, the thing is, okay, let's just cut the crap here. The bottom line is, if you want to lose, you hire by quota. If you want to win, you hire the most qualified person for the job. It's not hard to figure out at all. You hire by someone's coaching ability. Now, everyone knows, I told you, if you ever went to an HBCU football game and you watch HBCU football teams, which HBCU football teams, majority of them are run by black coaches, and they're all black players. And if you go to a HBCU football game, nobody's there for the game, they're there for the band. Because the players play like crap. It's not good football. They don't even recruit from HBCUs for the NFL. See, so you can't just say because you're black, we're going to put you in this position. If you can't coach, you're not a good coach, you're not going to win. So why should we, you should hire the best person, the best talent for the job. But nevertheless, this guy's suing because he feel like this guy got a job because he was white and he was black. We will reevaluate and examine all policies, guidelines, and initiatives relating to diversity, equity, and inclusion, including as they relate to gender. Goodell is such a cuck. Oh, so you're gonna bring in a woman coach? Oh God, here we go. Goodell said in a memo circulating on the league, "We are retaining outside experts to assist in this review, and will also solicit input from current and former players and coaches, advocates, and other authorities in this arena, in this arena, in this area. Our goal is simple: make our efforts and those of the club more effective, so the real and tangible results will be achieved." I thought that's what you were already doing when you hired your coaches, but I guess now we're gonna have a quota. Every head coach is hired this cycle thus far has been white. The Dolphins, the Saints, Texans, Vikings still have openings. Flores, so the Dolphins, the Saints, the Texans, and the Vikings still have openings. I guess they're gonna plug in some blacks now. Flores' lawsuit alleges that the NFL is rife with racism, particularly when it comes to hiring and retaining and retention of black head coaches, coordinators, and general managers. The league immediately shot down the suit and said diversity is the core of everything we do. I mean, the teams are 70% black. How much should we start saying? Well, you know what? There are too many black players on the team, so because we got to feel some. I feel like this: if they're going to go down this road, then they need to have a quota for every race. We need to have a certain number of Hispanics, a certain number of white guys. They need to do it in the NBA too, and a certain number of Asians, and they need to be put in those positions just based on race, not if they can play or anything. Just have them there. If you're black and you can play, but yet we have reached our quota of blacks, now we're going to put some white boys out here so we can be more inclusive. If you're going to be inclusive and diverse. See, the diversity shit don't even work right here because the NFL teams are 70% black, but yet no one's complaining about that. The league immediately. So it says the NFL has abided by the Rooney Rule since 2003, which requires teams to interview at least 2 external minority candidates for head coaching jobs. Flores alleges that the Giants were simply checking off the box in hosting him after he says the job was already filled. From what I understand, I don't even know much about this Flores dude. That he wasn't even a good coach. He's not even a good black coach. He's not a good coach. Period. He's whining. I don't really get into professional football. I don't watch it anymore. I think it's a propaganda piece for the globalists and these new world order people. All they do is inject some type of foolishness. This shouldn't even be something that's up for debate. They hire the best qualified coach. Okay, after about an hour after Goodell's memo became public, Flores' lawyer said that they see the statement on the surface as a positive first step, but suspect it to be a public relations ploy. See, it's not good enough. We understand the concerns expressed by Coach Flores and others this week, Goodell said. While the legal process moves forward, we will not wait to reassess and modify our strategies to ensure that they are consistent with our values and longstanding commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. In particular, we recognize that we need to understand the lived experiences of diverse members of the NFL family to ensure that everyone has access to opportunity and is treated with respect and dignity. For too many years, the NFL has hidden behind the cover of foundations that were supposed to protect the rights of black players and coaches, while letting systemic racial bias fester in its front offices. The NFL is now rolling out the same playbook yet again, and that It is precisely why the lawsuit was filed. Attorney Doug Windor and John uh, Elefrakakis said in a statement, "We would be pleased to talk to Commissioner about real change, but unfortunately, he has not reached out to us to engage in such a discussion." Goodell's memo also addressed Flores' claim that the Dolphins owner Stephen Ross attempted to bribe the coach to lose a bribe the then coach to lose games. Former Browns coach Hugh Jackson has also claimed that during his tenure, Cleveland had a 4-year plan in place, incentivizing the team to perform poorly, and has evidence that the ownership and the top executives intend to lose games. We also take seriously any issues relating that the integrity of the NFL games. Goodell says so. Here we go with them saying now they're saying that these coaches were told to lose games because it's like rigged. These matters will be reviewed thoroughly and independently. We expect these independent experts will receive full cooperation from everyone associated with the league and any other member of the club as this works proceeds. Now, I went to Twitter to see, what were people saying, and you got the same old trope from the same old tired shines. They'll say, look at the percentage of black players in the NFL, and then ask yourself, why isn't there a percentage closer to that in the coaching jobs, including head coaches? It's hard to come up with with any other answer than racism. They don't have black coaches because of racism. They're supposed to put a black coach there because we have a lot of black players to match up with the black players. Not if you can win the game, not if you can coach a team, but just because you're black. The NFL coaches as a group has a vastly higher percentage of black men than any country at large. He's specifically focusing on a subset head at the time because there are fewer now than you'd expect. But even that, the science of small numbers, it only takes 2 to equal their percentage. And this guy says, so riddle me this. The NFL, this is another shine. So riddle me this. The percentage of NFL players who are black or POC is roughly 73%. Almost all of the NFL coaches played football, at least on the collegiate level, yet the percentage of NFL assistant coaches that are black and POC is 35%, and the head coaches is 6%. What do you think about that? So you have to have the percentage of coaches need to match up with the percentages of players. Well, the players is not, someone can complain about the number of players that are black. We need to, they're overrepresented based on the population. What if they went with that? This is just another form of the bigotry of low expectations and black people thinking this is a win for them if the NFL now just goes out and gets a diversity hire coach or whoever, this outside entity. Then they come in and say, okay, we got 5 teams available without a coach, and we're going to make sure that each of those coaches, the head coach, is black. If I was the black person and I was getting that job, I would feel this small because you didn't get that job because of your abilities to coach. You got it because of the color of your skin. And you could be a really good coach, but it's out here now that they're doing it by quotas. They got to fill in the gaps, check the boxes, and hire a black just because they're black. Same with the Supreme Court, with Joe Biden said he's going to nominate a black woman. Not because she's qualified, just because of the color of her skin. Tokenism. And the bigotry of low expectations that a black person cannot hold this position that's qualified. They cannot compete against the other applicants with their skills and their accomplishments. They don't hold up against others. So we have to just give it to them. I don't understand how black people feel like this is a win for them. They like that type of thing. This is the wokeness. Okay, we're gonna make it more equity by create more equity by giving you something just because of the color of your skin, not because you're qualified, not because you deserve it, you earned it, and you will be the best for the position, just because you're black. Wow. Put your comments below, share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and join me on Mondays and Thursdays for my live show. I'm Axel of Axetruth.com. You guys have a great day.
The one world government, you can't make war with that. Why? There's no government to go against it. It consumes the world, but not God's elect. This is where you've got to understand, and this is why you've got to have strong faith, is to know as long as God is with you, who can be against you? Nobody. As long as you are armed with the sword of the Lord, the truth, and you understand what's happening in the world, God protects you. You and He make a majority, and you can count on that. You can believe it.